Hello everyone, this is Tengu Rue, and welcome back to another Bloodborne boss drawing. In the last episode, we defeated the Living Failures, and received the Astral Clocktower key from them. The Great Clock Tower, at the top of the Grand Cathedral, is home to the caretaker of the tower's numerous patients. She is known to them as Lady Maria, and the patients seem to hold her in great adoration despite their circumstances. Entering into the tower, we see the giant, star-interpreting clock, and sitting in a chair in front of it is what appears to be a hunter's corpse. We approach cautiously, and just as we reach out to touch the body, it grabs us by the arm and slowly stands up. "A corpse should be left well alone," are the only words we get before the hunter known as Lady Maria attacks. The fight with Maria is an epic one, and one of my favorites in the series. She is armed with the twin blade Rakuyo, a trick sword originating from her homeland of Cainhurst. In fact, Maria is said to be a distant descendant of Annalise, Queen of the Vile Bloods. Despite her origins, Maria relied on skill rather than blood blades used by the Cainhurst nobles, and this will become apparent in the fight. The first phase will revolve mainly around quick dodges and well-timed parries. She uses a gun, so it's possible for her to parry you as well. She may trick her weapon into dual swords, which will give her more combos but also remove the risk of her parrying you. You know you will have reached phase 2 of the fight when she stabs herself in the chest with her blades, coating her swords in blood. Her use of the Cainhurst blood arts that she so despised could result from a desire to win, or perhaps the curse of the hunter's nightmare is what forces her to use such tactics. Either way, she has much greater threat range in this phase, and will use several new attacks to utilize her own blood as a weapon. Her final phase pushes this even further. When she begins to levitate, pull back to avoid the forthcoming AoE attack that starts phase 3. Her attacks are now imbued with fire, pushing her range even further. The fire traces her slashes, making it possible to be hit twice. The delay on the fire can also throw off parry attempts, so make sure you are clear when attempting. I find parries to be the most effective way to deal with her through all 3 phases. She can also be staggered throughout the fight, so try to get in a few swings if she leaves herself open. So what exactly is Cainhurst royalty doing here as a caretaker for the Healing Church patients? Well, her pursuit of skill over blood blades led her to Gehrman, where she became a student of his and fought alongside him. Maria grew to admire Gehrman, while his feelings remained unknown to her. If she looks familiar, it's because Maria was the inspiration for Gehrman's doll in the hunter's dream. We find an old hunter's bone in the real hunter's workshop at the grave that serves as our entrance to the hunter's nightmare, and it's suggested that this bone belongs to Maria. We occasionally find the doll kneeling before the grave, almost as though it feels a connection to that spot. For our gear, I thought it would be best to use the Cainhurst set, based off of Maria's origins. This attire was worn by the royal guards who protect Annalise, Queen of the Vile Bloods, at Cainhurst Castle. This paper-thin silver armor is said to deflect blood of ill intent, and is what allows the royal guards to capture prey for their beloved queen, so that one day she may bear the child of blood. I matched this set with the Chikage, the weapon wielded by the royal guards. When the intricate rippling engraving that spans the Chikage's blade is imbued with blood, the sword sings scarlet hues. However, the rite eats away at the wielder's very essence. Once Lady Maria is defeated, we will be able to open the way to the final area of the hunter's nightmare, the fishing hamlet. Here, we will be able to get to the root of the nightmare and hopefully bring it to an end. That will make the Orphan of Kos our next fight, so please let me know which gear you would like to see used in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.